Well, I got a couple,
Okay.
but I don't got the best ones. The best Tupac stories are with his close friends. I wasn't a close friend, but I was a friend.
But you was a friend. Yeah. Yo, it's Ebony here with Queen's Vantage Podcast. And you know what? I feel quite lucky tonight because I got my big cousin, Dion Davis, with me on the podcast tonight. Cousin, it's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Yo, this is dope.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Are you having a good time tonight?
I'm having an awesome time. You know, the first, when Rapper's Delight came out, I was in the 5th grade.
Wow.
And we got, you know, the West Coast got rap late.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we heard Rapper's Delight, that's when we knew about rap. And we was like, wow.
What did that do for the culture at that time?
That started letting people know that whatever we came out with,
yeah,
even if you didn't like it, y'all gonna follow it.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna try to be like us.
Yeah.
And that's serious. That means that was like, you could wear something and people could look at you and say, oh, that's dumb. Wear a couple more times and people catch on, start wearing it, here it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because remember when they called Ebonics in the 90s?
Right.
What they doing now? Walmart commercial, what they did 5 years later.
It's all in there, right?
Exactly. They can make money
Which
off
was
of it.
culture for us,
Yeah.
but, you know, was very much talked down on.
Right, and they act like we didn't know how to speak.
Right.
And what they didn't realize is language is language as long as two people understand what you're saying.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just code.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
So I
That's
see
what that is.
I see you over there rocking a real classic piece of hip-hop.
Yeah, you know, I gotta wear the funky rope.
You gotta wear the funky rope.
I had to wear it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I was born and raised on rap.
Yeah.
So I'm 55, and I still play rap music when I'm riding. As long as they got a good message and a great beat, I'm riding. I'm not riding to I shot him and I'm killing fools. I don't do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got a message in your song, you positive, you got a good beat, I'm riding with you. You know
So
what
tell me,
I'm
who are some of your favorite MCs? And we can go old school, we can go new school.
I'm gonna give you the real ones. I'm gonna give you the real ones.
All right.
KRS-One is number one.
All right.
Then I'm gonna give you Ice Cube because he's been around forever.
Yeah.
I was with E40 when he started rapping at Grambling. We drove down there in 1986 to Grambling as a freshman. He started rapping. He stayed 1 year, came back, said, I'm going to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And I was on the baseball team, so I had a scholarship, so I stayed.
Yeah.
Them kind of, and Too Short. I met Too Short when I was like 16.
Yeah.
He was at a house party in Vallejo. They used to pay him because the Vallejo cats that moved from Oakland knew him, so he would come rap. And you give Too Short like $5, he'll put your name on the rap.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of Too Short, what's your favorite word? Why you gotta say a lot? Okay, but listen, if we can't talk hip-hop, we're narrowing it down to this little itty-bitty place in Vallejo.
Okay.
We got some MCs in Vallejo.
We got a lot. We got a youngster right now that's bad as hell.
Let me see, talk about him.
Lil Russell.
All right, Russell.
I gotta know his relatives.
Yeah.
I don't know him because I don't recognize his face, but I gotta know his relatives. I was raised in Vallejo.
So what do you think? What you think Lil Russell doing right now for the culture?
He doing awesome. He's waking up people. He let them know how you can get your money and you can have it. Your crew can get their money all together.
Yeah.
And he's showing you that we always been smarter in the industry, but the industry knew more than we did. And now he know how to do it.
Right.
That dude is amazing. And I ain't never met him, but every his interviews, I watch him, I check him out. He's amazing.
He's sharp.
I can't wait to meet him.
So I'm gonna say this because you're not the only person that's mentioned Lil Russell on Queen's Vantage Podcast. So I'm gonna have to look over here into the camera and say, Lil Russell, what's up?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting it out there to you, Lil Russell. I'm from the Bay. I'm from Vallejo. We love what you're doing for the culture. I mean, not only are you just lyrically savvy, you are business-minded, and I love to see it, you know? And
you're right, yeah.
I have young men that I'm raising, and I just think that the message that you put out is dope. So keep going. You know,
you the man. Lil Russell, you the man. I'm Dion Davis, brother, and you the man.
Hey, if you ain't heard it, you heard it on Queen's Vantage Podcast.
That's right.
So, cousin,
Yeah.
I always say that hip hop is like it's fashion, right? It's swag. There's so many things that keep us connected in hip hop.
Right.
What would you say is like that joins you? So when you out with your boys, you out hanging out, like what is like that song that just really connects you? You gotta throw on something that's dope. What y'all rocking to?
We might play Friends.
All right.
How many of us have them?
Let's be
Friends.
Hey.
That song is real.
Yeah.
That song is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the message is real.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder, like, keep going under.
Right. It's still relevant today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Run DMC got some Woo. Run DMC.
Yeah.
Public Enemy.
Yeah.
You know, songs that motivate us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we got it. No matter what. We got $5. We're going to split between 8 people.
Right.
And we're going to have a good time with it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be motivation.
Yeah.
You know, because when I grew up, we was, 40 ounces. You know, they look down upon that. But that's what we did.
Right.
We get 5 cats with 2 40s, you're going to have a ball for 4 hours.
Right.
Just hanging out, talking and kicking it. And ain't nobody arguing and fighting or shooting.
You know, I think what's crazy about that too is like you said before, like whether it was language, how they've always tried to tear us down. If it was how we wore our clothing, they tried to tear us down, and how we use all of this to empower us. And just inside that building, Shock G got a beer that went #1, right?
Right.
And so again, like all the things that have been used against us, how we always turn it into power.
Right,
And I think
exactly.
that's what the thing. Hip hop really keeps us going.
Right,
It's a movement.
but you gotta realize they did everything to our ancestors to tear us down. They didn't want us to know how to read. You know what I'm saying? They did everything to tear us down.
Yeah.
And black folks always rose. We always figured out a way to get out of it, or a way to make it better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Absolutely.
nothing we can't do.
That's right. Nothing we can do.
They couldn't even got to the moon without a black woman.
Right.
She figured
All right.
out the math for them to get up there.
Absolutely.
That's Taraji P. Henson is in that movie.
In that movie, yeah.
And that's true
Hidden
story.
Figures, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, they won't let everybody know how much things we invented.
Right.
We invented
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
And that's for real.
Yeah.
We just didn't know how to have patents. They stole everything from us.
Right.
Lied to us.
But we taking it back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what we doing.
Well, listen, cousin Dion, it's always good to sit down with you, whether it's at a family function or whether you come on the Queen's Vantage podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to do your little cousin a little favor.
What?
Can you look into that camera over there and give Queen's Vantage podcast a shout out?
Hey, shout out to Queen's Vantage Podcast. Lil' Cuz doing it. Y'all gotta check her out, cause she for real. Strong black woman. That's right.
Y'all.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Hey, Ebony here with Queen's Vantage Podcast, and I got Chuck G.
What's happening?
What's good, Chuck?
What's up? What's up? I've been waiting to talk to you all day. Right now, we got a little bit of music. It wasn't no music earlier. You was here from the ground up.
I was here.
Salute.
Hey, I really appreciate you coming on. Listen, when we were talking about pioneers earlier in the game, we can't talk about pioneers without mentioning you.
Well, you know what? That's very nice for you to say so. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I am a pioneer, though. I'm going to hold that.
you are.
That's me.
Yeah. Listen, I have to give you your flowers, right? I
Flowers
have
on
to
the
give
table.
you your flowers. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. First of all, happy birthday, hip hop, right?
Start at birth.
Let's start at birth. So let's take it back to when you
Yeah.
first got into hip hop.
Well, hip hop for me, first,
Yeah.
I didn't really know it was hip hop.
Okay.
It was Rapper's Delight on the radio, and I remember all the kids when I was in Little League soccer practice. Whenever that came on, we always recited the lyrics.
All right.
And the most fun part was, and the chicken tastes like wood. Like, you couldn't deny that.
Right.
So, as we start rehearsing, I'm 8 years old or 9 or something,
Okay.
and I'm like, I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I revisited breakdancing, graffiti, because I could draw,
Right.
and then I started rapping in
Wait.
high school.
Let's just pause, because can we get his shirt on the camera, y'all? So, Chuck, you designed this shirt for the 50th anniversary of hip hop, right?
Thank you. Yes, I did.
And you've also done some artwork around here tonight, and so you're just creative.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a real art for you, right? Whether it's musically, artistically, just you're a true artist.
Yeah, expression caught me early. Not in just hip hop, but in like all forms of visual entertainment.
Yeah.
That anything that got into me at that age was represented on line paper. I was drawing at school. I was always like trying to keep up with whatever movie kids were talking about and then drawing it.
Yeah.
You know, comic books, all the stuff that's popular now.
Right.
Everything that's marketable now is from my childhood.
Okay. What does hip hop mean to you?
A meal.
A meal?
Yeah, I couldn't eat without hip hop.
Okay.
At all, and it goes so deep. Like so many of these friends here, I wouldn't have people. I don't even know if I'd be alive without hip hop. To be honest, hip hop is life support to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's carried you through ups.
Still carrying me.
Through downs.
Still carrying me.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even like. My life would be so different without it.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. And you work with amazing artists. Tell me a bit about that.
I went chasing the bag like everybody does.
Yeah.
Earlier in my life, we got offered a record deal from Ice Cube, moved to LA.
Okay.
You know, so went out there to go do the thing.
Yeah.
And shortening the story, because there's so many stories in there.
Yeah.
Found out that hip hop could be made anywhere. I don't need to sleep underneath the labels to make hip hop.
Right.
I don't have to have the big budget studio, nothing. I can do it here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
So for over 30 years, we've curated hip hop, and we have a family that you see actively here. Like, there's so many people in the house tonight. Like Jay Simp, he just got done filming a E40 video.
Okay.
Just got done doing like big shit. Like, excuse my language, but he just got done doing what you want to do in hip hop. He has the kind of fans and people you want to see.
Yeah.
But he's my guy. He took enough time to make a mixtape out of some of my music way back in the day. Way back in the MySpace days.
Yeah.
He used to harass me about getting on Twitter. Now he's doing E40 videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It crosses over. It's so many worlds, man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have none without hip hop.
So earlier today, I was telling you that I spent about 6.5 years living in Marin County, and you said
Tupac.
I mean, come on. You can't come on Queen's Vantage and not tell me your favorite Tupac story.
Well, I got a couple.
Okay.
But I don't got the best ones. The best Tupac stories are with his close friends. I wasn't a close friend, but I was a friend.
But you was a friend. Yeah.
Like no cap. I got some no cap shit.
Okay.
Like he came over one day to visit some friends of ours, and he came and he just hung out. He smoked with us. We had a joint.
Okay.
He was just off same song.
Right.
So his first time anybody heard him, same song. Within a few months, smoking a joint with the man, I was like, this dude is fire.
Yeah.
But then he came through. He was like, he's real humble. He's real cool. Came through to hang out. Some friends that we knew. He's just a genuine dude. Like, he was cool. And then later, when I would see him, he'd be like, what's up, man? Like, he didn't act like he didn't recognize me.
Yeah.
Like, dudes could do that when they start getting a little fame or whatever.
Right.
But he was not. He was super, super chill.
Yeah.
But I realized where he learned that from was also Shock G from Digital Underground.
Yeah. Still
Still affiliated with Digital Underground to this day, right?
Yeah.
So I still work with people who I feel are legends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's so many stories there, but
Yeah. Okay, but you mentioned Shock G.
yes.
Yeah.
Shock G, the homie, Greg Jacobs.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta give a shout out. Very near and dear to your heart.
Huge shout out, man.
Yeah.
This guy, man. I was at Tupac's video shoot, second story.
Yeah.
When I got there, I get to Tupac's video shoot. The reason why I was there, number one.
Okay.
We'll go back to that.
Okay.
Okay, so at Tupac's video shoot, I get there with my boy Dane Webb, editor of Rap Pages.
Yeah.
When we pull up, Tupac's on the roof from the scene in Trapped. He's on the roof. I'm like, what's up, my dude? He up there doing his scenes and whatever.
Yeah.
And the guys who are filming the video, Alan and his brother, both of them start with an A. The Hughes brothers.
Okay.
The Hughes brothers were filming the video, and the video was trapped. Everybody was there. I was out in the front hanging out with Mo Sadie's DeMello, quite a nice fellow.
Yeah.
Lynch Mob, T-Bone from the Lynch Mob, and DJ Fuse was playing a cop. And I got to play Cypress Hill for them for the first time. Nobody ever heard it. So I was playing Cypress Hill for everybody.
Wow.
And they came over to the car like, what is this? I'm like, Cypress Hill, man.
Yeah.
And they was like, yo, this is fire, bro. We wasn't saying fire back then,
Right,
but you know.
right. The equivalent to
I
fire.
can't jump back. Like,
Yeah.
but it was dope because I got to play Cypress Hill for everybody at the Tupac video shoot that was near my car. I think Pac heard it. I know Fuse heard it.
Yeah.
I got to play, Cypress Hill, like Cypress Hill.
Right. That's what's up. That's dope. So, what sustains you in this game?
Friendship, really. It's like, it's crazy to say that, but the friends that you meet during this are really like lifelong. I'm seeing now.
Okay.
I didn't know back then.
Yeah. And so, Chuck, what are you up to these days? Because I mean, you're still working.
I'm trying to stay as creative as possible,
All right.
but also pay bills.
Yeah.
So I can say that the people that I work with are trying to help push me in the front a little bit, so I can, make that exposure, like that star, that golden star.
Absolutely.
And right now, the Shock G Golden Ale, the star that's
talking
given
about
me.
that earlier, yeah. And that you've created the artwork for that.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
USA Today, #1. We won.
yes, congratulations.
Thank
and what
you.
a time. What a time to win.
What a time
Right?
to be alive.
So where can people find you? Are you on social media?
Chuck T All-Star. So
Okay.
just like the shoes, Chuck Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm wearing them today. Not always. But Chuck T All-Star. All
Chuck
is
T.
one.
All-Star. And is that on Instagram? Is that on
Instagram.
Facebook? Okay, all right. So Chuck, can you do me a huge favor?
I could do you 5.
All
What do you
right.
need?
Listen, I just need one tonight. Can you look over into that camera and give Queen's Vantage Podcast a shout out and tell people to really go check me out?
Where do I check you out?
They can check me out on YouTube. They can check me out on Instagram. They can check me out on Spotify or Apple Music.
Right on, y'all. Yo, this is Chuck T. I'm here with Queen's Vantage Podcast. You can get them on all the major platforms. Everything you need, we right here with speed. Soul is coming to you straight in your face, right here. Queen's Vantage. Take advantage.
Listen, Chuck, I hope that this isn't the last time that we sit down and talk on Queen's Vantage Podcast. I would love to have you back because you got story after story after story. And listen,
They're boring. They're boring stories, but
oh,
look,
they're not.
I'm having a good time.
Thank you.
You hear me? You hear me do soul trance? I was like, soul.
Well, listen, hopefully Queen's Vantage was a vibe for you tonight. Listen, y'all, I hope that y'all will follow me like Chuck said. Listen to him. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Spotify. Check your girl out, Queen's Vantage Podcast.
Queen's Vantage Podcast, y'all.
Yeah.
Back at you later.
All right, y'all. So if you're looking for more Queen's Vantage Podcast, please go follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Queen's Vantage Podcast. And also for listening and viewing purposes, check me out on YouTube, on Spotify, and Apple at Queen's Vantage Podcast. Please, please, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.